ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ। ਮੈਂ ਅਮਨਦੀਪ ਸਿੰਘ ਪਿਰਾਮਿਡ ਈ ਸਰਵਿਸਿਜ਼ ਦੀ ਟੀਮ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਵਿਊਅਰਸ ਦਾ ਨਿੱਘਾ ਸਵਾਗਤ ਕਰਦਾ ਹਾਂ ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਫੇਸਬੁੱਕ ਲਾਈਵ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਸੋ ਆਈ ਅਮਨਦੀਪ ਸਿੰਘ, Head of International Relations and Partnerships at Pyramid E-Services, welcome all the viewers for this another important session with a very valuable partner of Pyramid E-Services and a very valuable university for the students in India who are seeking an opportunity to study in Canada. ਸੋ ਐਜ਼ ਆਲਵੇਜ਼, ਜਿਵੇਂ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਸਾਰੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ, ਸਾਰੇ ਵਿਊਅਰਸ ਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਣ ਦੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰਦਾ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ too much of information is moving around right now. There's a lot of confusion in the mind of students about the current process or the policies for their international education. So we as an organization are trying our best to bring all our partners on board for these Facebook Lives so that they sitting in the university can, give you the best information and the right information about the university and also the certainties related to the, uncertainties related to the pandemic. So not taking much time, I welcome the special guest for today, a great friend and a great ally of Pyramid E-Services, Mr. Manish Panchal from University Canada West, Canada. Manish ji, thank you so much. It's quite early. Thank you so much. You are joining us from Canada for this Facebook Live. It's really a pleasure to have you in the session, sir. How are you?
I am great, Amandeep. Thank you so much for having me here. Ladies and gents, welcome to this wonderful event hosted by Pyramid E-Services. I'm really grateful that I got the honor to be a part of this. And to be honest, I agree with Amandeep. There are so many rumors going around. And again, please focus on the word rumors. That has confused the international student coming from India to Canada when it comes to their education. Today, we will try to make sure that we clarify at least some, if not all, of these misunderstandings so that you will have a better idea what to do next.
Absolutely. That's the objective, sir. So, I'll straight out jump to my first question. I believe our viewers would really want to know about the university in detail, about the location, about the USPs and about the history of the university. Sir, could you please tell our viewers about the university?
Definitely. Well, if I start, it will take about 3 hours if I want to just talk about the university and how it started and everything. But just give you a brief. This university was founded roughly about 2004, 2005. Since that, it has changed a couple of hands here and there because of some of the other reasons. Right now, it is owned and run by a partner called as Global University Systems. It's a parent company coming from the Netherlands. And University Canada West has never been stronger in its life since Global University Systems has taken it over. First thing that you need to know is we have two campuses as of now. Both of them are in downtown Vancouver. Now, the USP of Vancouver itself is, there are so many, but let me name a few which will be very important for you. One, weather.
Right.
As an Indian immigrant or as an Indian student, when you walk into a new country where the normal average temperature in winters is minus 30 all across Canada, and you go to a place like Vancouver, where the worst temperature that they have seen is minus 5 degrees, it's much better. Plus, it is surrounded by a forest. So it is, as you know, Canada is surrounded by forests, to be honest. But Vancouver has the biggest one, and Vancouver City is based right in the heart of this beautiful naturesque surrounding. So you get a lot of outdoor activities involved with this particular city. Now, when it comes to the USPs of the university, it's very simple. We are a boutique-style university. We've never focused on, big campuses or big dorms or something as such. We believe in education. We are not the people who believe in showing off huge campuses like some of the other universities do. When it comes to why you should be interested in University Canada West, we are one of the most positively priced university in Canada. When I say positively priced, I mean positive for you as an international student. If you want to know more details, obviously you can contact Mr. Amandeep and the Pyramid Services Group. They will give you a whole lot of information about UCW. But if you feel that you want to do some research on your own, our university's website is ucanwest.ca. So that's U as an umbrella, can as in CAN, Canada, West, WEST. Once you log in, you will see a lot of things that will actually work out for your favor. And if you have questions, like I said, contact Pyramid Services. They would be more than happy to help you.
Right, sir. I learned a new word combined today, that is positively priced. I absolutely agree with you that it is positively priced university for a student who is seeking education in Canada. Sir, the pointers you mentioned are really valuable for a student, but if you can just shed some light on the programs as well that are available at the university, and the kind of background of a student is accepted at UCAN West.
Definitely. So University Canada West is always been a business school. We primarily focus all our programs towards business. So we have, let's start from the undergrad. So we have something called as the Associate of Arts. Again, you might say, oh, he just said business, now he's saying arts. Let me complete. This Associate of Arts has 8 focuses that we are going to allow you as a student to get into. Now, these 8 focuses vary from marketing, economics, hospitality management, and goes on. So whatever field you come from, we're going to teach you business and how it incorporates into your own field with the Associate of Arts program that we offer. Now, who's eligible for this Associate of Arts program? This Associate of Arts degree is for those students who have just completed high school and realistically don't want to get into a bachelor's degree right away, because either they're unsure of what they want to do in the future, or they're just thinking, if I get in, would I be able to do it? Now, when it comes to a lot of students from India, they actually want to do a shorter program because they want to figure out if they really like Canada, if they like the education system, and then take a decision of completing a bachelor's in Canada. Of course, everyone knows it's a little expensive in Canada to complete a bachelor's. So people prefer this Associate of Arts degree. Now, what is the acceptance criteria? If you're a student who has just graduated high school, secured 50%, 55%, 60%, and above, just make sure you've not failed anything, you did not get barely passing in any of the subjects, and you would be a top candidate for the Associate of Arts degree, no questions. And the other programs that we have is the bachelor's degree, which I was just talking about. For the students who are matured enough, who have made their decision, and who want to go for a bachelor's degree, we have 2 bachelor's degrees that we offer. One is called the Bachelor of Arts in Business Communication. Again, the focus is business communication. And the other one is a Bachelor of Commerce degree. Now, for those who want to know the difference, there is a long list of difference which I can share with you, but let me give it to you in brief. Students who are focused or who like numbers, they normally end up going to the science programs or the math department. But students who like numbers but do not have the grades to get accepted into the science department, they normally go for accounting. They normally end up going taxation or something as such. Now, these students end up going for the Bachelor of Commerce program. But what about the students who don't like mathematics? Now, again, this is not a criteria from the university. This is my personal understanding. So please don't hold the university accountable for this. But my personal understanding is students who do not like math, who did not excel well, but want to do a bachelor's degree, want to have a respectable bachelor's in their hand and be able to stand in the market without being downgraded by anyone saying, oh, you couldn't even do math. For these students, what we have made, or what university has to offer, is called the Bachelor of Arts in Business Communication. It's a well-known scientific fact. If you are not good at mathematics, you are most probably a very creative person who likes to speak, who likes to communicate, probably even dance, sing, act. Now, these kind of students, for them, a business communication module or a bachelor's is exactly what we need. Why? Because focuses like advertising, marketing, sales, uh, journalism, everything opens up from this Bachelor of Arts in Business Communication. Not to say you public relations, like Mr. Amandeep and like I do. We are into the relation business, and we do not have these degrees because we studied something else because we did not have the option. Imagine you have an option now, which will actually train you from day one to do not our job, but something relatable. Now, the last and the most important program that I have to offer you today, or not me, the university does, it's called the Masters of Business Administration program. MBA. What is the value of an MBA? I don't need to explain. If you are a graduate student, you already know what an MBA is. You already know how valuable it is in the global market today. And University Canada West offers this MBA program to our students. It's a 2-year degree program. Acceptance. Now, this is a big question mark for a lot of students. If you come from a business background and you've scored 65% and above, I'm not talking about those GPA conversions. Those GPA conversions can go to the pyramid services team. They'll do the conversion and tell you on your face whether you stand a chance or not. I'm talking about realistic percentage on your mark sheets. If you say 65% and above, go ahead and apply. An MBA degree is not far away for you. Students might be wondering, oh, I don't come from a BCom. Like Mr. Amandeep would always say, sir, what about my students who don't come from a BCom degree? It's very simple. University Canada West has an MBA foundation program specifically designed for you guys. This program is made for students who come from a non-business background. We will teach you business in 3 months, in 3 courses. 3 courses means 3 subjects, and we'll make sure that you're ready for an MBA degree. Monitorial cost, yes, there is a monitorial cost involved for the MBA foundation. Now, this, sorry, Amandeep, I'm jumping in and mixing things up, but we have something called as the MBA Foundation Grant that the university would be very happy to award you. You need to prove your worth by filling up the scholarship form, writing a support statement, and we will take care of the rest. If you qualify, you get 5,000 Canadian dollars. Indian currency, 2.5 lakh rupees. Not bad, I would say. So these are the programs that the university has to offer at this moment. Scholarships are coming ahead. I will be talking about them sooner or later. But just to give you a heads up that we as a university are working on 2 major programs. We are expecting them, well, to be honest, if there was no COVID-19, we were expecting to start them in October. But since the pandemic has occurred, everything has been pushed back. So maybe 2021, you never know, you'll find 5 or 6 major master's degree offered by University Canada West right for you.
So Manishji, thank you so much for providing the in-depth information about the programs at the university and the kind of approach the university carries out for the students. So continuing the discussion, I'll frame my next question in 2 parts. My entry and exit. So when I enter the university, what's the requirement? And when I leave the university, what will I get? To frame it in 2 words, the admissibility criteria and the job opportunities. So could you please talk about that?
So it's a very interesting question, to be honest. What do you need to get into a university in Canada? Wow. So many documents. First thing, well, the first major misconception in whole of India, or I should say the whole of the world, is you need million documents to get accepted into a university or a college into Canada. Absolutely wrong. All you need is your high school mark sheet, a resume, and proof of English certificate that proves that you can speak, write, read, and talk in English.
Right.
That's not that hard, is it? Now, academic requirements are something that you have to work on. Academic requirement, like I was explaining, for a student who wants to go for an undergraduate degree, you have, let's say, 55% and above, you can get accepted. So it's not that hard. The only requirement that may be a little tough, again, for the Masters of Business Administration, and you have to realize the MBA program is one of the most prestigious programs in the world right now. Hence, the requirements are
Yeah.
a little high. So you should expect to have at least a 65% in order to try to get accepted.
Yeah.
For students coming from non-business background,
Yeah.
just because you come from a non-business background, you might have to try and compensate a little more. So you should apply if you have 65% and above only. Anything lower, and it might be or might not be possible. So let the pyramid guys take care of it, because they would be able to advise you better. And again, they are in regular touch with me. In fact, we speak to each other on a daily basis. So these kind of cases
Right.
can be discussed live rather than just saying, oh no, it's not going to happen. Now, exit. What kind of future would you have when you leave? Now, any student who comes to Canada has only two goals in mind. भाई मेरे को काम चाहिए, कुछ भी हो जाए, and दूसरा मेरे को PR चाहिए. काम के लिए मैं आपको ये कहना चाहूँगा कि University Canada West does not guarantee a job to any students, because it's not something we deal with on a regular basis or something as such. But University Canada West has a career service department that is dedicated in helping you build up your resume, do workshops on how to interview for these, or how to give an interview. And to top it off, we'll help make sure that whatever jobs are on the job boards in Canada, we'll post it to you if and when you ask for our help. Now, most of the students do not utilize it because they think, oh, it's for granted. Please remember, in this world, you have to ask to get something. So don't forget that. Now, what after? The moment you graduate from the university, there are so many fields that open up. But just to give you clarity on where you're going. For example, an Associate of Arts degree student normally, well, in the past, would have ended up being an office administrator or an office manager, because he has a half degree. It's not like a diploma that you get from a lot of the people, which ends up getting you an admin assistant job, which might even start at $26,700. That is a yearly income that an administrative assistant makes at the bare minimum in Canada. But what I'm talking about here is when you have a degree, let it be even half a degree, a 2-year degree, you still end up getting higher chances of getting these not senior level positions, but a little proactive position, a little advanced position than most of the other job opportunities in the market. Now, when it comes to a bachelor's degree, like I said, there's so many fields that open up. Bachelor of Commerce students, accounting, taxation, you name it. These fields are available in India, and to be honest, they are available in Canada as well, but at a much, much greater scale. Again, don't forget, Canada may be a developed country, but Canada itself calls itself a developing country. Reason why? They have developed cities in Canada. The whole of Canada is not developed yet. We need the manpower, we need the human resources every day. That is why Canada has always been destination number 1 for any international student coming abroad. MBA degree. Now, I don't need to really explain what you're going to get after an MBA degree. Generically, you're supposed to end up as a manager without any questions for any company that you want. But just to give you an idea, our MBA degree has 3 elective courses that you can go for. It's into leadership, marketing management, or financial management. This allows you to choose a field of your work in the future today when you're studying. So if you have a goal in mind that you want to get into the finance sector only, you would end up doing the financial management. Again, once you end up doing the financial management, you'll be doing certifications on the side with other government-recognized non-university boards, like the CPA, CGA, so many, right? When you do these, you are guaranteed to end up in your field of work or your field of liking without any hesitation. 2 reasons. 1, you have landed into Canada. Second, you studied one of the hardest programs known to human beings in the field of business. So if you landed both of these things, there is no possible chance that you're going to miss out on a job opportunity. Now, when it comes to Leadership. The point I wanted to make is leadership. Not every student wants to work. Some students want to be entrepreneurs. And this is what the MBA program offers as well. We have the entrepreneurial skills embedded into the leadership elective that we're going to offer you. If you are a person who owns a family business, let it be small scale, large scale, and want to grow it, you don't want to invest your hard work, your time for someone else. This would be the right and the perfect program for you to get into. Why? We will teach you the skills necessary for you to not only establish your own business, but make sure it keeps on running great. So these are certain ideas that I wanted to share with you when it comes to what you need to get in and what you're supposed to do when you get out.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, sir. So, the way you have explained the point of, afterlife at Canada, afterlife, when I say as a student, so, a student has to ensure that, the education that he's pursuing has to be, done in the right way, and all the perks and benefits which are provided by the university have to be taken, and you should not be waiting that, okay, they will come to me and then they'll say, okay, take it, right?
Exactly.
So that's something that's absolutely right. And all the viewers who are listening to us, it's a humble request. If you have any question right now in your mind about the university and the programs and the eligibility criteria, you can, put your message in the comment section. We'll make sure that your question is answered immediately. It would be a little tough to, answer your question verbally. So we'll make sure that our team or, one of us answer your questions in the comment section. Manish ji, eligibility ho gaya, programs ho gaye, university information ho gayi, job opportunities ho gayi. This pandemic has put everybody, I would say, in a huge burden financially. And,
Exactly.
the big question, please elaborate about the fee structure and also, the scholarship opportunities provided by the university.
Pricing should never be a factor over education. And that is my firm belief. But just to clarify, an Associate of Arts degree would cost you roughly about 34,800 Canadian dollars in Canada with University Canada West. A bachelor's degree is roughly about $60,000 for 4 years. Again, it's not 1 year fees, it's 4 years overall. So that's roughly about $20,000 a year. When it comes to the Masters of Business Administration, it is 35,100 Canadian dollars for the 2-year degree program. Again, when I say the years, these years and the fees are split up into the years. So don't think it's a 1 year tuition fee. Now, this is the tuition cost. What does the university do to help students? So University Canada West has specific grants and specific scholarships in place to assist international students who are well qualified, who deserve something. So we have just introduced an automated process wherein you don't apply to anything. You submit your application, the university looks at you at both the angles. For angle 1 is your admission criteria. Do you meet it? Angle 2 is the scholarship criteria. Do you meet it? For example, you're a student who got 78% in your bachelor's degree. Amazing student. Most of the other universities that I personally know of, and one of these universities I went to, offer a maximum scholarship of 1,500 Canadian dollars a year. For my master's, I had to study 2 years. Imagine the amount of money I received as a scholarship. That's great, right? $3,000. Oh my God, who gives you $3,000? Now imagine this. University Canada West, for a master's degree student, offers a maximum of 10,000 Canadian dollars as a scholarship. Indian currency, 5 lakh rupees. So 35,100 Canadian dollars is a tuition. If you are a qualified bona fide student, you get $10,000 off. Complete tuition fees comes down to 25,100 Canadian dollars. What is your tuition fees now? 12.5 lakh rupees for 2 years. You spend the exact same amount in India going to college, going to your tuition classes, buying your books, blah, 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 and you can get it here in Canada. Now, I don't know about you, but I feel that is positively priced no matter what you say. Now, when it comes to a bachelor's degree, now you have to remember it's a 4-year degree program, hence the tuition fees overall sounds greater than what it is. A $60,000 tuition fees, a $67,000 tuition fees. Wow, where am I going to get this money from? Relax. This is split up into 4 years. So overall cost is roughly about $20,000 a year, no more, even less actually. Right, 69,000 is the tuition. You cut it down, roughly about 20,000 a year. But what does the university have to offer you? You, as an undergraduate student in your high school, your PSCB, CBSE scorecard have secured 80% and above. University will, well, don't look at the grades, please. The grades are, again, it's not in your hands or my hands to decide what you're going to get, but I'm just giving an example. The university offers a maximum of 20,000 Canadian dollars as a scholarship to international students who want to go for a bachelor's degree. 10 lakh rupees off. Amazing deal. And I'm pretty sure you can go on the internet, search. University Canada West is the only university that offers this magnitude of scholarships to any international student. You can try all the universities in the world, you will not find grants like this. Now, when it comes to the Associate of Arts degree, the smaller one. So it's a 2-year degree program, $34,800 is the tuition fees. And like I said, if you're a great student in your high school, you end up 70-80% in your CBSE scorecard, you can be eligible for another 10,000 Canadian dollars worth of scholarship, automatically assigned to you. So when I say automatically assigned, you don't have to have the headache of writing something down or doing something. Just sit back, apply. The university takes care of the scholarship letters. Now, Amandeep can vouch for us when it comes to looking at the scholarship letters and everything. And you know what? My idea, if you want to really, really bother him, go ahead. Call them up, ask them for their telephone numbers, and ask them for samples of University Canada West offering those grants that we just talked about. They have all the letters in the world for every student, and believe you me, they didn't even apply for it. We just gave it to them. So we are willing to do that, but for the right student. So please don't try to push your luck. If you're a good student, we would appreciate it and we would give it to you. Now, all these scholarships are done. What about the other scholarships? So different regions in the world have different scholarships available. But when it comes to students coming from India, especially, we have limited scholarships that we can offer. We have the MBA Foundation Grant and the Academic Excellence Award that we just talked about that you can offer you. And this is something that you should think positively about, because these scholarships alone are the highest paid in the market.
Right, sir. Thank you so much for providing in the information about the scholarships and the fee, fee structure at the university. And absolutely, the pointers that you have mentioned, I can vouch for them, that because we have got scholarships and under the same process as you had specified to attain it. So, sir, being a student, if I'm listening to you right now, I think these are the specific questions which are in the mind of a student. But the pandemic has changed so many things that we as an agency and my colleagues at the organization have changed their style of communication with the students, and same as happening at the university and as well. So it would be great if you can tell us how university is doing in this pandemic, what kind of support university is providing to the students, the online classes, the travel aspect. There's a huge confusion when we talk about online and travel aspect, and also the refund policy, that if I get a stage 1 visa but stage 2 refusal, we are confident that stage 2 visa will also come. But in this time, we have to be practical. So, it would be great if you can shed some light on all these pointers.
Definitely. So, Amandeep Saab has raised a very good question. And to be honest, a lot of our students and a lot of our partners India or abroad have been asking these same questions. What are the facilities that the university is willing to offer? So at this moment, you have to realize because of this pandemic, uh, it's been tough for everyone. It's not easy for an international student to stay at home and just start their studies online. We understand that, and we appreciate that as a fact as well. That you don't want to stay at home, but unfortunately, it is not something that we as a university control. It is controlled by someone called the IRCC. These are the same people who issue your visas and give you the stamps on your passport to travel. Now, why are they trying to control this? Let me clarify that so that it is clear in your mind. At this moment, we are one of the most vulnerable countries in the world because we had the least number of COVID-19 cases. And why are we vulnerable is people are trying to fly into Canada so that they can be safe and secure and keep their family safe and secure. Is it a great idea? No. Unfortunately, because you're putting the people in Canada at risk, the IRCC or the governments and the flights, the airlines don't want you to travel. It's okay. Now let's talk about the university first, and then I'll try to share my point of views about what exactly you need to do when it comes to traveling. So when it comes to the university, please remember that University Canada West has an online platform that was already pre-existing. It's not something that we built new, we've never tried or tested. We were using these platforms for our online students. University Canada West has a huge amount of students who actually study online. And these are mostly Canadian citizens and permanent residents who have a job. Now, as an international student, you are unfortunately not permitted to do that. But because we already have the tried, tested, verified platform in our hand, we have extended it to all our students. We have also made a difference here. What we used to do is we used to conduct in face-to-face classes like we're doing with Amandeep Saab here, and we used to record them as well. If you're able to attend the face-to-face, fine. If you're not, you can look at the recording. But here, because the students are internationally based, and we know that some of the students really don't want to hear recorded classes because they can't ask questions. If they can't ask questions, they don't have anything cleared, they can't do the assignments and the homework and so on and so forth. For them, we have the one-on-one sessions. A fixed schedule for one-on-one sessions would be given to you, when the professor would interact with you and a couple of your classmates, not just direct one-on-one, but I hope you understand the point is we are willing to do that for you. The second is, again, the option to do recorded classes. The benefits for both, recorded or not recorded, these classes and these lectures are going to be recorded and saved for you. So you're not going to lose on any data. When you come back, you can actually view it again. Now, most of the schools in Canada, as far as my understanding goes, because as I said, I was a byproduct here of Canadian education, had a fixed schedule. You have to reach at 10 a.m. in the morning to this online class, otherwise you are counted absent. If it is 10:01, you're absent. That is what has happened to me. These fixed schedules are not achievable when you are a student who is traveling from a long distance, whether you are, your internet suddenly goes off. What then? We don't bother our students with that kind of an issue. University Canada West assures you, if you attend these classes that are recorded for you, excuse me, within the 24 hours of the date, you're good. We will count it as that you have done your work, and we will not bother you again on it. So there are certain issues like this, and we've discussed the online classes. Now let's discuss what exactly the university will do for you apart from this particular process of yours. So a student who has come into Canada, for example, the IRCC opened up the gates, you're able to fly. Amandeep Saab will be sharing a certain good information and valuable information with you shortly on this. But remember this, once you land into Canada, you will, no matter when it is, go into quarantine for 14 days. So University Canada West has gone the extra mile And we started providing our students hotel vouchers for 650 Canadian dollars to try and cover up the hotel expenses for you to be quarantined. Now, I don't say that no, we can pay the full amount for you, but we made a great initiative. It is about $650 per student. It's not valid for anyone else. It is only for the students. And there are select hotels that we will inform you, actually select a list of hotels that you can select from when you come down to Vancouver to utilize this voucher. It's not acceptable everywhere. More details can be provided on demand. So please contact Pyramid or contact University Canada West directly. We'd be glad to help you. But initially, it would be better if you contact Pyramid because they have more details on hand and they would be more prompt to respond. Now, refunds. Amandeep Saab was just talking about this, and it has been a very confusing couple of months, especially with the October intake or the fall intake right around the corner. Students don't want to travel. University Canada West has gone a couple of steps ahead and already sorted out this problem for everyone. You as a student, stage 1 denial means simply you're not going to get a visa. So obviously you are eligible for a refund. No questions asked. Stage 2 denial, very unlikely. Like Amandeep Saad said, it is very, very unlikely that a student would get denied for stage 2 visa. The reason I'm saying this is, what is stage 2? It is your biometrics, that's your fingerprints, and your medical report with your police clearance certificate. So let me make you understand this. If you have a criminal record in your country, you wouldn't have a passport, correct? So you secured it. Biometrics. How can you fail in fingerprints? Just fingerprints, right? Medical. Most of the students or most of the Indian parents were good enough to give their kids all the immunizations when you were born. The booster shots, the everything. So you would not have anything that you should be worried about. Hence, I'm very confident that you will not face this issue, but even if you do, don't panic. University Canada West assures and guarantees if you're denied for stage 2 visa, we will refund your tuition fees in full, minus the administrative charges. Don't get me wrong, the administrative charges are not $5,000, it's 250 Canadian dollars only. So this is the refund policy that the university offers. Now, we've gone a step ahead. Like I was saying, no, we've done something extra for our international students. Example, you as an international student haven't applied, but want to start your classes online. You can. We will allow any student who wants to start their classes online for September 2020 to start without having a visa in hand. All you need to do is send me your interest and we'd be glad to help you. If you want to apply now, we're still accepting applications till August 24th. Send me all your applications in, or send Amandeep Saab your applications to get you started. Again, you don't have to worry because, hey, you don't get a visa, your money is back to you. You get the perk of staying at your home country, in the vicinity of your friends, your family, and whosoever you like, and enjoy international education. Benefit 2, which you always have to remember, and most of these people, most of these people around you would be talking about only this. You will get a post-graduation work permit. You will get a post-graduation work permit. True, you will. But there is a criteria. You can only study 50% of the program that you have enrolled for at your home country. The rest has to be done in Canada.
Yeah.
What are we here to do? We are here to offer the same opportunity. In October, if you study a program online, we as a university are very positive. By January, everything is going to be crap. Flights are going to be normal. You'll be fine to fly in. We already started seeing some positive and some negative news for students when IRCC allowed a few students to travel back in the day. So there are some positivities going around, and we are expecting this will open up completely by January. So take this opportunity. 3 months at home is a boon. When I came here as an international student, first 6 months were hell because the education was tough and I used to miss my family a lot. Here, you would not have this problem. So it's a very good opportunity for you to understand. You can start your program online without having a visa. If you get refused for stage 1, stage 2, we will refund you your money minus the administrative charges. I don't think so any university or college can do anything more on this. Amandeep Saab, are there any points on this that you would like to make or comment?
You have well explained all the pointers related to the queries I had about the pandemic. Only I think I can add on one aspect that a great support that is provided by the university, that if you are not got your result of the stage 1 approval either, you can still start your classes, but the student has to be aware that the timeline of the 50% of education will only be counted if you have applied your file in the embassy or you have got the stage 1 approval. If you don't have not applied your file in the embassy and you start the online classes, that amount of time till the time you don't apply will not be counted in the 50% of education that you do in the home country. I think that's one point which I would preferably like to add. But apart from that, most of the pointers that you have touch base to clarifies the queries that the students have, and not taking more time from you, I would just like to share about one specific information that has been tweeted by the Canadian immigration body. So I'll just share the image with you, and I just hope that the students can also view it. And it's always good that the students I hope all the viewers who are watching us can see my screen. This is Canada and India High Commission of India. So I would request all the viewers to go on the Facebook page or the Twitter account of Canadian High Commission, and make sure that you keep on following the tweets. They are making sure that constant updates are provided to the students. I would request all the students to read it out and share with your known friends and family members who aspire to study in Canada, and keep a track of it. All the updates that are provided. You can read the very first line here: Canada will operate non-stop flights between Delhi and Toronto, Vancouver throughout September, but government of India approval. So you have to keep that in your mind as well. But you will tend to get the right amount of information from this platform as well. That is what's happening and what necessary steps or actions are being taken by the Canadian Embassy for the students, by the Canadian High Commission for the students. So on that note, Manish, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule. I hope all the viewers who were watching us got the fruitful answers, productive information about their queries. If in case you have any other information, you want to know more about the university, you can contact us on the number that is shared below on the screen. If in case you are planning to visit Pyramid E-Services as well, we would be happy to welcome you. And just to share with you all, we are following all the social distancing norms set by the central and the state government, making sure that the offices are sanitized and not too much of the crowd is visible in the office, so as to maintain the social distancing aspect as well. And you can book an appointment with us. You can consult with our visa experts and live your dream of education in Canada, because it's the right time to apply now. Things are getting better, and we are hopeful that January you will get an opportunity to fly to your dream country. So on that note, Manish, thank you so much for the time given. The information you provided was really valuable and helpful for all of us. Thank you so much, sir. And thank you to all the viewers who watched us live for this session.
Thank you so much again, Amandeep Saab and Pyramid E-Services, for having me on board today.
Pyramid, visa for a better life.